Next up on Nick at Night, Weeknight update with Mr. Leslie Muller, and then some random things. Uh, who cares? It's still Nick at Night, right? So watch it. Late night TV has been pretty dull for the last several years. Now you have something that is even more entertaining and a little funnier than any of the late night shows. So stop it right now. This is Weeknight update. From the YouTube Talk Show, always Leslie Mann garbage can. It's Weeknight update, Lily Mueller. And now, and we want to make sense of everything that Leslie Mann is going through, with a little bit of humor, Mr. Ellie Cunny Mueller. Ha! Welcome to Weeknight update. I am Ellie Cunny Mueller. What's up, my grasshoppers? Let's go. David M. Creations, thanks again for the theme song. I appreciate it. You know, respect Spider Ken. I love your fan edits and your recent video in which you look like Drake Bell. Nev 509 with his gameplays and things like that. Great work. Mel Gag with the scene covers. Rebecca Caronetta / Swaggerboard X733 VA Studios with a lot of crazy stuff. You know, she has tutorials and she's busy working on other projects as well, but she does this program on the side as well. And it's pretty cool. Flying J2 exclamation mark with his game show stuff. Diamond Cami with his singing impressions and everything else. You know, check them all out on YouTube. And Rocky Bro 10 on Twitter. You know, he is a great artist. And he's a great friend. You know, please check him out. He's going to start being on the show regularly next week. You know, so get excited for that. Well, not really regularly per se, but you know what? Just get ready for that, okay? Get ready. Now, what's up? That's the new title of the opening segment of this program. What's up? Tonight we ask, what's up with Leslie Mann, a woman who nobody really cares about? Well, it's the truth. She's so desperate for attention that she had to film a video of her cat making dinner for Jimmy Fallon. Let me just say this. That's the worst idea that I've ever heard. Now, she was in some of the biggest movies ever. Well, so they say. You know, let's go down the list, shall we? Funny People, Time Code, Leo, and Blockers. Okay, nobody cares, and neither do I. Now, before we do our top 8 list, you know, it's Friday, so that means it's time for another message from our container. You know, it's container time. Alright, friends, I'm sorry, but here we go. Okay, let's see what this bucket has to say, huh? I mean, this container, whatever. Really? What's wrong with Leslie Mann? Sharing videos of cats making dinner to Jimmy Fallon. What is wrong with you, Leslie Mann? What's wrong with you? Really? Hilarious and brief. Unlike some of the sketches on Hee Haw. Although, let's be honest, this one is a lot funnier than what you saw on Hee Haw or anything like that. Yo! You see what I did there? Whoa! You know what it's time for? That's right, it's time for MP and the top 8 list. Here we go. What's the category tonight, MP? Tonight's category, top 8 words that can be used to describe Leslie Mann. Here we go, number 8, odd. Number 7, desperate. Number 6, lame. Number 5, boring. Number 4, skunky. Number 3, stinky. Number 2, weird. And the number 1 word that can be used to describe Leslie Mann is selfish. Trust me. That's the actual top 8 list. And yes, we know it's real. Thank you. Thank you very much, MP. You did a good job. We'll be right back with some talking time and Joke Chowder. You're watching Weeknight Update, one of the funniest shows to ever exist. Now here it is, your Vibe of the Night.
I know I should stop procrastinating and start working, but I'm kind of looking for a sign.
Like this?
No, from above.
This?
Oh, okay.
Hello out there from TV Land, it's really great to see you. Get great TV pleasure from Nick at Night.
Hey, Empire Carpets, right? On the TV. I thought I recognized you. You know, we've been thinking about carpeting. Can you guys really deliver in 3 or 4 days?
We sure can. Just tell us where.
3 or 4 days?
That's all it takes for Empire.
With polyfoam padding, installation, and all?
Listen, if we couldn't do it, we sure wouldn't want to talk about it so much.
Is it really good stuff, that Empire?
That I can promise you. Well, it's all the top brand names, you know. As a matter of fact, I've got Empire in my own home.
Anybody get credit?
Well, almost anybody, Charlie. And you don't have to make an installment payment for 60 days. Yeah.
Say, my wife sure would love to have one of those Bissell rug shampoers.
Did you know you can't buy those things in the store? The only way you can get a shampoo is to buy 2 rooms of carpeting from Empire. And then it's free.
Well, you know, for 2 cents, I'd call Empire.
Tell you what, here's 20 cents right here. Why don't you call them?
588-2300?
That's the number.
Hey, what about your bill here? He'll take care of it. 588-2300 Empire.
And what's got in the boys? Ed, how you doing tonight, buddy? I'm doing fine. How about yourself? I'm doing excellent. Thank you so much. You know what, man? That Leslie Mann character is a little weird. Yes, I know. How are you going to sum everything up? Well, I would do that, but I'm going to need some help. That's why we're going to turn you over right now to Joe Calder. See what Diamond Kinnear and the gang has in store for us.
Am I doing a good job, guys?
Of course you are. You're doing a great job here on Nick and Night.
Just please don't give us a hard time.
Okay, I'll be cool, sorry.
That's cool, just don't do it again.
Diamond, it's time for Joke Chowder!
You're right. What's this morning's topic?
Some person named Leslie Mann.
Interesting.
From Florida, it's Joke Calder. Trust me, this is the only show that Leslie Mann will only watch if she has nothing better to do. And now a man and a woman who will bring you some of the craziest Leslie Mann jokes ever. Diamond Kinnear and Miss Becky.
Yes, thank you so much. Good morning. Welcome to Joke Chowder. This is the only show that Leslie Mann will probably never see. I'm Diamond Kinnear.
And I'm Miss Becky. We have a good time for you this morning.
Actually, we're going to be looking for the Chowder of the Week again. This time, we're going to be listening to jokes that have something to do with Leslie Mann. Who's up first, Miss Becky?
Well, Dave Passions has a poem about Leslie Mann sharing a video about her cast with Jimmy Fallon. Spoiler alert, it's odd.
Leslie Mann's cat is a true winner. That cat was seen online making her dinner. She showed it to Jimmy Fallon and he was a fan. And of course, he's the love everything man.
Well, that poem makes me want to ask one question. Who wrote it?
He did.
Go figure. Next, Joey Headphones has a joke about her popular movies. Let's check it out.
One of the most popular movies that Leslie Mann did in the past was a film called Funny People. Of course, when was the last time that she had been seen funny?
Good question. I have a better one. When will you start being funny, Joey?
Simon, leave him alone. He's still trying to get over the fact that he's an unknown game show host who loses 15 game shows a day.
Let's move on. And we got time for one more joke. This one comes from Greg Stevenson. And believe me, this is a funny joke. It's so funny, in fact, that it gets an award all by itself. Ladies and gentlemen, your chowder of the week.
Leslie Mann thinks that cats can make dinner. Well, let me ask you one question. When did a cat ever make a meal without breaking everything in the kitchen?
That's exactly what I thought too. I mean, cats can be pretty dangerous sometimes, but there is no way that a cat can perfectly make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches without breaking the following things: dishes, windows, and lights.
That would have been awkward.
I know.
I love a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
That's not the point. Anyway, that's about it for this installment of Joke Chowder. For Joke Chowder. And Miss Becky, I'm Diamond Kinnear. Thanks for coming. See you next week.
I'm not done with you yet, Diamond. Get back here.
This has been Joke Chowder. Now back to Weeknight updates. Leslie Mann Spectacular. Then stay tuned for whatever else we can find on such short notice. That's all still to come on Nick at Night.
Don't make Leslie Mann's cat warm up some bread.
You don't want this to be stuck in your head.
Joke Chowder was recorded for our live studio audience at Nickelodeon Studios in Orlando at Universal Studios, Florida. My goodness. I gotta tell you folks something. That was pretty good. Wouldn't you agree? I mean, how can you beat that? Well, let's have some talking time. Let's get this over with, huh?
Let's talk about it.
1808, BBC, before your common era, all the chickens and all the lickens came together, and they did this special song to commemorate the beginning of talking time at 8:08 and 8:04 in the AM, PM, morning, afternoon, evening, night time, all time today. You know how it is. You know how it goes. Talking time, English, French, or even French. Talking time, the only cure for sadness. Okay. Now, Leslie Mann is our topic of discussion. Now, here's something interesting. Alright? She recently made a cat video. No, but not just any cat video. No. It was a cat video about her cat making dinner for her family. And she didn't put it on YouTube. No. She shared it with Jimmy Fallon on The Tonight Show. Which makes me think, wait a minute. Since when did The Tonight Show start being like America's Funniest Home Videos? Come on. That makes no sense at all. No sense. I mean, seriously, that's like asking 3 eggs to tap dance in the mud. I mean, come on. You know, when Jimmy Fallon saw it, he said, "This is, that is honestly, there's so many parts of that I love. That's my favorite cat video I've seen during all quarantine." I don't know if he's telling the truth or not, because to be quite honest with you, Jimmy Fallon loves basically almost everything. All right, you know, I'm serious. He loves almost everything. All right, you know, and Leslie Mann actually has 2 cats. One named Honey and the other one named Pumpkin. And which made me believe Leslie has too much time on her hands. Too much time on her hands. Trust me. The moment that she starts watching this show, that's the moment when somebody will have to tell her, "Hey, Leslie, Leslie Mann, get back to work, huh?" I'm serious. I mean, whew, my goodness. Some people. Now, Leslie Mann had some of the biggest films ever. Well, according to this site called Rotten Tomatoes. Now, for those of you who don't know what Rotten Tomatoes is, let me break it down for you. Rotten Tomatoes, it's like it's like the Cisco and Ebert of the internet, basically. Or in other words, you know, they rate your movies and then they critique it and things like that. But you also have to put in your input. All right, that's the whole thing. Okay. Anyway, here are some of her best movies. You know, or the best movies that Rotten Tomatoes. You know, I think you know what I mean, right? Anyway, Time Code is one of them, in which Leslie Mann makes an appearance. Yeah. All right, and that's a film that depicts various characters in the office of a film production company. You see, right there, you know, they're not even trying. Nobody's even trying, really. It's just, you know, people just slapped everything together at the last minute. I mean, like this. Funny people. You know, after a diagnosis that leaves George, played by Adam Sandler, to believe that he's dying, he decides to make some changes in his life. He befriends a young comedian, you know, but he goes after his married ex-fiancee, Laura, played by Miss Mann herself. He returns to his work in stand-up comedy. Interesting concept, however, you do know that you just worked with Adam Sandler, right? The guy who will leave everybody in stitches, more or less, throughout the entire duration of production, right? So there you go. There's also Rio, which is an animated film that was on Disney. I mean, that was with Disney. Who really cares about that? And then you got Blockers, which also stars John Cena. And right there, you know that you know that you're in trouble when you start making films with John Cena. You know, the moment that you start doing anything with John Cena, and you've already been somewhat famous, you know, all the way up there, working with John Cena, that's like your last resort. That's one of your last resorts. I think it goes working with John Cena, then working with Adam Sandler, and then, to be quite honest with you, you know, you're working with Michael Strahan. Come on. That's literally how everything works. Don't ask me how it all works. I just make jokes about what's going on. Anyway, that is it for another program. Thank you so much for being here. You know, enjoy the ending experiments. You know, the ending experiments will be a little bit shorter, you know, tonight than usual, but you know, it has a little bit of everything. and also has a little throwback from Emmanuel Gaffney. So be on the lookout for that. You know, enjoy the weekend, and I'll see you back here on Monday. All right, that's news. And I'm out skis. Farewell, bye, farewell. Ladies and gentlemen, what you're about to see is crazy, wacky, and silly. All right, you have been warned, and I hope that you are ready to laugh. It's time for the ending experiments. Yes, let's get this over with. Bada bing, bada boom. Yes, yes, yes.
We didn't want to say goodbye to each other, so we tried in our hearts to find a way that we wouldn't have to close the door on each other. We were sure in our hearts that we should stay. We really do belong a team, and we had a simple dream that we wouldn't have to break apart. So even as the music ends, we remain just like the start, always friends.
These various bottles of lotion and powder say Leslie Mann should never be trusted. That's right. I'm recording. Ladies and gentlemen.
I used to do in 2015. And until now, I couldn't do the album drop of the year.
Mazinga!
Alright.
Social distancing, come!
Dig the dog! Get him, boy!
Okay, Leslie Mann. Do you really think that you could show Jimmy Fallon videos of your cat making dinner? Even though everybody knows it makes no sense whatsoever? Yeah. Don't even try it, okay? What did we learn? Well, we learned that Leslie Mann is a goofball for taping a video of a cat making her dinner. And we also learned that Leslie Mann hasn't been in too many good movies. Alright, we gotta move, but we'll see you back here again on Monday for a brand new show. Now, here it is, your musical performance time thing.
And now, jazzing your stress away, it's the musical performance time.
For this week's musical performance time performance, we would like to take you back all the way to the 1970s. The early 1970s. How many of you can remember this groovy song?
When life seems dull, here's how to make things bright. Get classic TV pleasure from Nick at Night.
Nick at Night.